Hey, it's Eric. I'm making a game. It's called the Godkiller. Second session of Saturday. First session, I made a little fine tuning on a level. Oh, I think I'll demo that level real quick and follow my pattern of starting each stream with a demo, even if it's the second stream of the day. If it seems fuzzy in here, like a little bit staticky, it's low lighting conditions basically. It's not actually like that in this room with me. It's not like a bunch of little bits that are in the air. All right, let's demo. Quit fucking around. Let's demo. I did do one thing off stream that isn't real easy to demo. I'll just show real quick in code, which is I made some code that will apply like the same operation to every scene. So what is it? Scene. Yeah, I just made it too. What is it? Batch level updater. Yeah. Actually, this is a great set of functionality to build out for other things too. So there's some code that opens all the scenes and applies some common operation to each one. So I've got up in the menu, there's a new batch level, and there's one to pre-process all the levels if I need to do that, and there's this one-off, which is just a little function that I can put whatever I need in there. I did use it today to update one of the prefabs, or update one of the unpacked prefabs, which isn't a prefab at all, that is in each scene. Okay, let's... Oh yeah, and after I did that, I created a bug, and then I fixed that bug, and it was kind of boring, but it got done. Oops. What kind of demo will it be without maximizing? Okay, so while it's doing a little bit of loading here, let's see. That's a pretty nice thumbnail. I like that thumbnail. Sacred Lawns, the latest level. It's got some story to it, which the dialogue I haven't added in yet for reasons. So these guys, here, I'll do the dialogue for you. Something like, "We are the Beards. We are here to protect you and the lawn, but mostly the lawn. Do not go on the sacred lawn." Then you walk out here and you see, like, you know, this patch of green, and then there's these pop-up walls. They make a little Pac-Man maze that you can walk around inside of. So everything's good until you start getting greedy. And you say, man, I would really like to have that present that I glimpsed through the doorway there. And you go around and you look, and there doesn't seem to be any way to get into it. Huh. Oh, but there's this other tower on the other side. It does have a way into it. The only problem is, those dudes up above told me don't step on the grass. I really shouldn't step on the grass. It'll make them upset. I'm sure they can't see me. I'm like far away from them. So let's just give it a shot. Oh, but here they come running. And when the audio is in, they'll be like, "Hey, She stepped on the grass, don't do that. You know, stuff like that. Okay, come up to the top. And get a nice view of the whole level. And you might make a plan because you notice the symmetry of these two towers, and you notice that there was no way to get into that west tower from the ground floor to fling across from here. You're taking a wild guess, but it's a correct guess. It's deductible too. After you've done a little bit of exploration, you'll see, well, there's got to be some way into there, and I've exhausted all the other possibilities. So you'd eventually come up with that idea, I think, if you were a little persistent. Now these guys are mad at me, and they're chasing after me. And I can get away from them. It's not too hard. This is the first introduction of both beards and grass, so I didn't really make a proper puzzle here. Oh, I'm in pacifist mode. That does cause a few problems. I've got a bug I marked down, which is there needs to be some way to, if you run out of moves, like right here, I cannot move in any direction. That there's some way to die and keep playing in the level. Right now I've got to go to restore. If I wasn't in pacifist mode, I could fight those guys. Okay. So that's the level exit. That's the level. That's a demo. Let us go to I think I just want to go to a test level, because what I want to do with the rest of the session, which might just be an hour or two, is get in the sound effects for the grass. I've got one for the stairs. Let's go over there. I'll throw a little grass down here and use it as a something to test with. I can start it up real fast because it's a very small level. So this is a good thing to test with. There are two sound effects I'd like to make. One, well, first thing is I want to be in the scene view. It's gotten me confused more than once. Trying to drag things onto the game view doesn't work. Alright, unpack the grass. The second sound effect is that if there are beards present who get upset about your actions, I'd like there to be some kind of sound effect that. But I'm thinking about it a little bit. Is the sound effect attached to the first time that you go on the grass, or is it attached to the event that I'm looking for? It could be the transition from a peaceful activity to an aggressive activity for any creature. Might do that with music. Yeah. Could say you got some kind of smooth, chill music. You step on the grass. I do have a kind of an eventing system that will send out a message. The level controller could pick that up and just play a different song. So this might be a real easy session. I just want an alternate footstep sound for the grass. And lately I've been getting these from Logic, which has got like a nice set of instruments in it. I got the last footsteps from them. Here it is. Let's bring it up. Moving my little keyboard out so I can play with different sounds. Apparently I lost it. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, that sounds familiar. Oh, I'm got a mute track. Still, something's up there. Let's see. It might be a MIDI thing. Is that what's up? Because I don't. Okay, let's see. Okay. Looks like the MIDI's not being recognized, so I'll plug that back in. Unplug and replug. There we go. Seems to be back to normal. Okay, so let's just open a new project. Don't save anything. Software instrument. Okay. So thinking about it, what's the other one that I have? Let's play it. It's like a brush. Could go melodic on it. I suspect it'll get really irritating though. Hey Ninja, it's a different kind of session. Be screwing around with sound effects. What's going on? I'm kind of what? How? Okay. I don't want to make it realistic necessarily. None of the sound effects are really meant to be realistic. There's a few, but I could even take like the original sound and just put like a small thing on top of it, like just super quiet. It's just kind of like when you walk on the grass, you get that different sound. So it could be that plus the other one. That's one idea. Let me just write it down because I'll be looking at other stuff. Yep. Let's see what some of these others sound like. Similar. Let me just see if I say brush. Nothing? Okay, what is it? There's percussion. Most of these things are like whole kit type things. Maybe okay, so let's create an empty MIDI region and then come down here and then it'll give me all the individual stuff. Looking for a small sound. You can tell by reading some of these they won't be small. See, Kabasa, that's not bad. This is a Logic Pro X. That sound annoying. Yeah, I'm not surprised. There's some software called GarageBand that's kind of a Mac staple. It comes with every Mac and every iPad, and this is basically the professional version of GarageBand after you graduate from GarageBand. I'm a fan of GarageBand though, it's pretty cool. Alright, so just some candidates. In fact, what I should do, start creating some notes so I can export them all at one time. Now I'm getting that sort of slowdown when I haven't been in the software for a bit. Oh, you write music? That's cool. I normally wouldn't use music software to make sound effects, but the sound design on this is that most sound effects are instruments, so that's why. Yeah, claps might be okay for something, so let's add that in. Alright, then I'll make another one for a different kit. That doesn't sound good. That's cool. At least you had channels though. Like I remember on the Apple IIe, people were doing arpeggio nonsense to get chords. Then I have my Atari 800XL, which had 4 channels, a little bit better, 25% better, or 33% better than the Spectrum apparently. That sounds real familiar. Yeah, I had an Amiga 2, and I remember that was awesome. Yeah, you had samples you could play. Everything started sounding real good. Felt like you'd make any kind of song then. Then after a while, maybe you might compare it to something else and come back down a little bit. But yeah, I remember all those trackers. It was like programming music. Yeah, me neither. Okay. Most of these sound about the same. I'm not going to keep adding them unless I hear something really good. For all I know, they're even the same sample. The volume up low so I can hear more subtle differences. There we go. That's much better. That will sound horrible. That's maybe interesting. The electronic kibasa. Okay. Let's go back. Kind of like that. I kind of like that too. Zor, I'm using an iMac. Why do you ask? It was a confusing question for me. Trying to ascertain the motivations of one Zora 1872. He might just be going on a survey. Could be a mechanical Turk. Somebody said, go figure out for me on Twitch who's using a laptop. Now, okay, see, thank you. Thank you for rounding it out a little bit for me. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a good question, though. I don't have any new MacBooks around. The old one I have is definitely a little bit low capability. These iMacs they run things faster than the laptops I have, but I don't know if like the latest MacBook is poor. I can tell you that the $600 Windows gaming machine that I bought is faster than the iMac for playing my same game. Yeah. I really like Macs, but I gotta acknowledge, for just the amount of money you spend on a Windows PC to get a gaming machine that runs fast, and probably not just gaming, but lots of things. Yeah. Bang for buck, I'd go Windows PC. If you're worried about, the amount of money that you spend to get the thing. So for me, because my day job is I'm working on Macs, and I've used Macs for years, and I sort of enjoy little bits of their operating system, it's worth it to spend maybe twice as much as I would for the equivalent hardware on a Windows PC to set up my system. It's just worth it to me. And the high-end Macs just get stupid expensive. Well, I don't have a high-end Mac. Yeah, sure. Okay, so didn't hear anything notable there. Let's keep seeing, is anything interesting over here? Retro. I could probably work with these. Yeah, this isn't bad. I should go off over here. Did I just skip past? Did I just like delete one that was good? Hold on. Yeah, well, the other advantage, if you just get a machine that is not top of the line, but kind of in the middle, it'll keep you from making like a lot of mobile casual stuff that is dependent on. I don't know what I'm talking about. I should shut up on that. But it seems like there might be some advantage to like not getting like a super great machine if you're targeting lower capability devices. But I haven't done mobile dev, so I'm not the best person to comment on that. It's a problem. You're streaming and your voice is going out there, and you just start like thinking like you got the best things to say. Not French one solo. Back to pawn shop on that one. Okay. So what's all this? Yeah, exactly. You'll be extremely biased towards what you've most recently used. That's a general rule. I just go through pain and suffering anytime I try to do anything on a Windows machine. Okay, there's some pretty good options. There's one kind of crazy thing I had. Nah, I don't want to use it. Don't want to use it. Just export these and then start playing with them. All right, so I don't know if you caught the beginning of the stream, but I'll just give you a demo, Zora, so you get an idea. So I'll open up. This is not aiming to impress you or anything. I just want to give you a data point. I'll open up the last level I did, which is maybe like getting to the point where it's a little bit much. What do I call it? Sacred Lawns. This machine is a iMac with a solid state drive that I bought 1 year ago. And it was brand new when I bought it. Again, not bragging, it's just data. Okay, so here's the scene, and when I drag it around, it's I'm not moving anything but the camera viewpoint. It updates a little slow, like a little chunky, like a little like that. So it's not perfectly smooth. I get in closer when there's not so many things on the screen. And then I can drag around again. Now it's much smoother, right? So the amount of polygons here, there's a way to get it in stats, but okay. So I'll hit play. This is the game playing within the editor in Unity. And I'm satisfied with this for myself, but like somebody else might look at it and say, it's bothering me. It's slow. It sucks, you know. Right. Let's do my stats, which is saying more about my game than anything else. So, by the way, remember when I was talking about it being noticeably gross to me? Ninja, that was down around 20 frames per second. So here with everything kind of close in, it's 80 frames per second. It'll slow down when I come out here. So now it went down to 56 frames per second. 40 still feels fine to me. I never worry about getting up there around 60 or so. Alright, okay, it went down to 24, 25, So I'm taxing it a little bit. If I come up to a view where it shows more polygons, it'll get slow again. The sound you hear there is broadcasting, that little distortion. Yeah, that's my broadcasting setup. It's going off to another one. Okay, so there it dropped down to 14 frames per second. So when I have like these views that are way up here, super high, I don't want the player to be doing a lot of stuff there. Oh, thank you. So that's the capabilities of a 1-year-old iMac. The other part that might be interesting to you is since you're doing mobile, is baked lighting. Your bake times, like for me to do a bake, and I don't do baked lighting because I kind of hate it. It'll take me 20 minutes to an hour for a scene like this. And my understanding is that for mobile, somebody told me, I don't know if this is true, that you actually need it. Like you need to bake instead of having real-time lighting. If that's true, then that might be the most rendering or most CPU intensive thing that you do. And having a faster computer for that could be important. Because, you have to wait for the bakes. So. Of course. Okay, so I exported that, right? I think I did. Then we will bring up. I had so much stuff open. Let me make sure I'm not totally hosing my memory. Don't save. Sounds like a reasonable strategy. Let me go. Work assets. Sound effects. Crosswalk. Okay. Is audio engineering. Gonna do some sound design. Yeah. So I want a different sound. Oh, what was that? I want a different sound when you walk on the grass. That doesn't play at all. Not me. No way. The game is just not going to be that good on mobile. Oh, this is playing through the headphones. That's why I can't hear anything. Okay, hold on. Okay, so that. These last two, I think, are probably going to be my first candidates. Let's first just get this all down to mono. Okay. It's so quiet because of my broadcasting setup. Let me, at least for a little bit, I'll just make these real friggin' loud. Set the hard limiter down to -21. Normalize. Okay. Jesus. Oh, okay. I heard like something, like somebody talking or screaming, and I thought it was in the background of the sample, but it was some TV from downstairs. I was like, that's horrible quality. So I've been through this a number of times. You pick the one that sounds like the coolest to you for walking, and it's the worst one. So I'm looking for something that sounds kind of interesting, but not like super interesting. These ones are appealing to me, but they might be too much to hear on repeat. So I could do that. Take that. Not that. I think maybe just that one. That one. That's too clicky. Just rule that one out. I know I won't use that one. Same for that. Much as I like it. Yeah, you're not doing that one. You might do that one. So, here. Yeah, you're not doing that one. This may be in combination with one of these guys to give it something else. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm going to do. I'm trying to make the building blocks for that exact technique you're describing. So I've got as many variations as I want, but I usually do 3. Just because you get diminishing returns after that, but 3 is pretty good. Okay, these maybe add them in on top of the brushing noise. Not that. All right. That one's pretty noisy at the end. I'll fade that out. I think combinations of these sounds, pitch shifted and combined, will make what I want. I think. File. Okay, just for comparison. Let's just like Cabasa. Okay, so those are. That's what those are. I get to be just a tiny bit more obnoxious with the grass because you're not walking on the grass all the time. But not much. Okay. I always forget. Let's see. It is. What's the sampling rate on this? $44,100, 16-bit mono. Okay, start a new multi-track at 4400 16-bit mono. Let's say these last two will be kind of the base. I think that's what I want to do. I want to end up with like 3 variations. I might try more than one thing and put them in to see how they do. Okay. I think this guy repeated. Stretch it a little. No, that's not right. Is it this one? Yeah, that'll stretch it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I gave it a different sound just by stretching it a little bit. Okay. These guys. Maybe they sound good if I bring the volume down on them. It might be too much, but I'll see. That one's going to be too prominent. Same for that. I'll just get that out. Yeah, try it. They sound just way too long. All of them sound too long. See if I can. This one I actually made longer, but now I'm thinking that was bad. So let's go the opposite way. Not with this. I can do the pitch separately, but this is a non-pitch adjusting effect. But I may get enough variation already without doing the pitch shift. If I only do pitch shift on its own, it usually sounds a little bit cheap. But I definitely use it, but if I use it just on its own, it's usually not quite that good sound. So do a pitch shift on the extra percussive attack thing. Let me go lower and see how it sounds. Can't hear my voice either, right? Okay. We'll reconnect. Now you're here. Now you're here. You can hear, right? One check. One more check. Okay, I will stop and restart. Back in a sec.